this. Tomorrow, Danny Heinrich, the man who admitted to kidnapping and killing Jacob Wetterling, will be in court for sentencing. The Wetterling family has prepared impact statements, and so has Jared Shiro, who Heinrich has also admitted to kidnapping and assaulting. Also in court for the sentencing will be several victims from Painesville who prosecutors believe were assaulted by Heinrich in the 1980s. Tonight, we have the untold story of how one of the victims, as a teenager, met with Jacob Wetterling's father, Jerry, just weeks after Jacob's abduction, and why. Here's Esme Murphy.
I knew he'd remember me.
It has been nearly 27 years since Jerry Wetterling and Chris Bertelsen last saw each other.
It's good to see you. Yeah, welcome back to St. Joe.
It was December 1989, just 6 weeks after Jacob had been abducted. Jerry Wetterling had gone back to his chiropractic practice 1 day a week. He remembers his life as a fog of media appearances, meetings with law enforcement, and even rumors in the community that he was somehow involved because of his religion.
They said, "You got to tell me, is there anything to this rumor that Baha'is sacrificed their firstborn male?" Emotionally, it just killed me, you know.
Chris Bertelsen had just turned 16 and was living in Painesville, just 30 miles away. He remembers the moment he heard about Jacob.
Immediately, I thought of, like, this is similar to what happened to us. Could have been me. And I told my dad, I said, we gotta see Dr. Wetterling.
Chris wanted to share with Jerry Wetterling that he was one of more than a half-dozen Painesville boys who had been attacked, some sexually assaulted, by a man dressed in black who sometimes wore a mask, a man with a low, raspy voice, and who threatened to kill some of his victims if they told.
I remember, hearing the story of how he took Jacob on the bikes, and that was us. We're on bikes too.
Chris and a friend were attacked in May of 1987 as they rode their bikes in downtown Painesville just after midnight.
I just remember he was really fast, moved very quickly, and dark clothing. What I really remember is the boots.
The man knocked Chris's friend off his bike before running away. A newspaper article in May of 1987 in the Painesville Press asked for the public's help.
Most of us started carrying knives.
Chris had his father make an appointment with Jerry Wetterling, who was then and is now a chiropractor.
I said, we need to share this. They need to know. He needs to know what happened to us.
But you do remember this boy coming to you?
Absolutely. I just said, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and it's reasonably close and needs to be looked at.
Chris and his friend were interviewed by Wetterling investigators. They told investigators they had no idea who might have attacked them. But what Chris and the other Painesville victims didn't know is that Painesville police suspected Danny Heinrich. A document released after Heinrich's arrest in 2015 shows that Painesville Police Chief Robert Schmaginski told the Wetterling Task Force in January of 1990 that Danny Heinrich was their suspect.
You got the police chief saying in January 1990 that he was the suspect. There was no lineup?
No lineup.
Chris Bertelsen says he and his friends can't believe neither the Wetterling investigators or Painesville police ever put Danny Heinrich in a lineup in front of them, even though documents now show, and Jerry Wetterling remembers well, that in those early months, Danny Heinrich was a prime suspect in Jacob's disappearance.
I know that he was a very strong suspect, very strong suspect.
What do you think would have happened if you guys' cases had really been looked at?
I wish I could say that they would have stopped him in Painesville, is that he would have been stopped and arrested when he was a suspect in these cases and not escalated to Jared, not taken Jacob.
Former Painesville Police Chief Robert Schmaginski died earlier this year. For more than 2 years, he refused WCCO TV's repeated requests for an interview. Jerry Wetterling insists he does not second-guess law enforcement.
We had Heinrich, but we couldn't quite close the deal on him at the time, and even then, it's not going to bring Jacob back.
Chris says he never knew Danny Heinrich personally, but now realizes that during the 1980s, his divorced parents lived right next door to Heinrich and his family at 2 different Painesville apartment buildings.
I want it to be crystal clear that Danny Heinrich doesn't own us.
Jerry Wetterling told us he didn't want to focus on Danny Heinrich or the sentencing. Jacob may be buried now, but Jerry says his short life will always transcend his final moments.
Jacob's spirit was incredibly strong, and it has been part of, I think, what's got Chris here today.
Yeah, I think so too.
Esme Murphy, WCCO 4 News.
As part of a plea deal, Heinrich will not be sentenced tomorrow in Jacob's case, but on child pornography charges. The most he could get is 20 years. Prosecutors and the Wetterling family agreed to the plea deal in September in exchange for the information about where Jacob's body was buried. Prosecutors say if the now 53-year-old Heinrich ever does get out of prison, they will move to civilly commit him.